Well, Mark, before we get stuck into your Friday night runners, there's a horse I wanted to ask you about who we get to see trial again this morning on the Kenzo, and that is Landfall, the former Hong Kong galloper. What's his story?
Yeah, look, he's had an interesting life. He's probably got more stamps on his passport than most people. He was born in France, raced in Ireland, raced in Hong Kong, retired to New Zealand, found his way over here, and he's having his second trial this morning, and hopefully resuming in the Festival Stakes in a couple of weeks' time.
Okay, and he's now a 9-year-old, but he's got some pretty handy races on his CV. I think the last time he raced was behind Golden 60. What's he like in the stables?
Yeah, he's a lovely old horse. Look, he had a tendon injury, and that's why he's been so long off the scene. But look, he's moving really well. He's hasn't got a lot of racing on the clock, so if we can manage to keep him sound, he's going to be a handy addition to the stable.
Beautiful. You've got a relatively quiet Saturday, so we'll look at your Friday night runners with the return of Friday night racing. First off, you've got A. Marshall resuming in a benchmark 72.
Yeah, he's trialled really well. He's only had the 3 starts, 2 wins. He's a horse that's been plagued with a few issues. This time he's coming back off throat surgery, but he's trialled really well twice. He's ready to go first up, 1100 Canterbury.
Then you've got Mission Phoenix in the benchmark 72, second up off a placing in town.
Yeah, he ran really well first up at an unsuitable distance, up to 1550 around Canterbury, blinkers back on. I expect he'd run really well.
Diamond Drummer, who's missed out a few times.
Yeah, he's getting closer to a win. Last week at Hawkesbury was actually the first time he's found a good track and performed really well, hit the line strongly on a track that favoured horses on pace. So look, he's close to a win in a 3- and 4-year-old maiden. He wouldn't be far away.
And another one coming out of Hawkesbury is Skylight Song in the 3-year-old maiden handicap.
Yeah, look, he was only grabbed on the line the other day. I did have him in at Hawkesbury Wednesday, but he's drawn the outside there. So Canterbury Friday night, 12:50, 2 runs back from a spell. He looks as fit as I'm going to get him.
Beautiful. And now that we're sort of moving away from spring and towards the summer racing, are there any horses that we perhaps should keep an eye out for coming through in your stable, resuming or not far off trialling?
Oh, look, I think Landfall's certainly a horse that, he had international Group 1 form, so if we can get him back to, anywhere close to that level, he might be a chance in the Villiers or the Newnham as it's called this year.